Hey guys, Martin here. It's early in the morning. I'm recording this video. Woke up and had a bit of an inspiration to record it. Got to say, you'll see obviously from the time of the video, it's not going to be a short one. And to a lot of you, it's probably going to be a boring one, so don't watch it. It's the simple thing. This is about what I want to do for 2015 as me as Martin McNeil, also as a YouTube channel. Where do I want to take that with the hobby and everything? So it is all hobby related, but it's going to be a very long one. So I've got a mug of coffee. I'd suggest maybe you stop this, go make yourself a coffee if you're interested in listening to it, and come back. And it literally is just going to be me rambling for however long it takes. So let's get started. Right, woke up 5 o'clock in the morning, bright-eyed, like wide awake, and started thinking about the hobby. How many of you actually do that? Sort of like wake up in the middle of the night or already early in the morning, and you've just got things on your mind. Is it a bad thing that we've got too much hobby on our mind? Who knows? But it started off thinking about Nick's New Year painting challenge, Iddick Beer. So I was thinking, all right, yeah, I can get through those models and then get through my Dark Eldar stuff, or at least make a start on it, and then I start doing what I'd said in the last video, where I'm going to use Devil's Prodigy. I'm going to use his system of the database and sort of like hit through units. I then thought, but I've started my goblins as well, and I know what I want to do with them, and my mind just started, as it always does, going off on tangents, the same way my conversation always goes off on tangents. So I started thinking about everything. I thought, right, I'm going to go downstairs, make a video, put it all on tape. Tape, that's an old expression, isn't it? Put it all on video, and get it up online so I can refer back to this at any point in the future. As I was making me coffee and everything, it got me thinking more and more. So, YouTube. Where am I? I started my channel at the end of June, I believe it was. So that's July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months. And at the date of recording this video, I've got 342 subscribers. That, I think, is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. For what I've actually put out content-wise, I think it's fantastic. Where do I want to be? I look at YouTube and I look at the Wargamers community on YouTube. There are people in the early hundreds, sort of 100 to 500 subscribers, which is where I sit. There are then people who are either knocking on the door or just surpassed 1,000 subscribers. Ace Mike over at Crew Angeles. You then got the likes of Chuffy sitting on 2,500, Nick on nearly 3,500 subs, and then you've got the likes of Brian, Templars Crusade or Warboss Tay, or anyone who sat on 10,000 plus subs. How do you reach those dizzying heights? Was it easier 3-4 years ago when they started their channels to get the subs? Does that mean the hobby's dying because people aren't subscribing as much? I remember having a conversation with Nick where it was sort of like, oh yeah, you're picking up 25 subscribers a week, now you're lucky to get one a week. What's the trend? And I was looking through YouTube, and I was looking at, as any of you that have got a channel will know, they give you all hints and tips and everything. And one of the biggest issues I think that we face in this country is we've only got a UK IP address. So I look at my subscribers, and I think it was something like 82% of my subscribers are UK based. I've then got a few pockets around, some good friends in Australia, in Europe, and then there are some in Canada, etc. And then there's a few in America. I then look at the bigger channels, Fritz 40k, people like that. They've got 10,000 plus subscribers, and a lot of them will be American subscribers. So to get the American subscribers, you need to be published in America, so you need your videos sharing out in America. I haven't got an American IP. I could falsify one, but that seems daft and a whole lot of effort. So I suppose what I'm asking there is, any of my American or Canadian or any of my non-UK subscribers, share the channel for me. I'm not asking you to do specific video shout outs. If you want to, great, I'm not going to stop you doing it, but share the videos out. And it's getting into that appearance because of the way YouTube works now. It used to work on the like buttons, so people's videos would rank up quicker. Now it's on minutes watched. So I'm going to put this video out. This might be a 10-minute video, it might be a 20-minute video. Depending on the percentage of the video that you guys watch will depend on, with its views, where it sits on the search page for ranking. And where all that's coming from is my How to Play 40k series. A lot of hard work going into it. I'm enjoying doing the series and I'm still doing it. I'm not going to stop doing it. There might be another video out today, if not tomorrow. I just stopped a little bit over Christmas. And what I'm trying to do with that How to Play 40k series is I'm trying to keep it genuine and honest. I don't want it to be scripted and ultra professional. I've messed around with lights and microphones and things to make it a better visual experience for you, but I don't want it to be a studio appearance. It should be me talking honestly about how to play the game, because I think that works better than a scripted masterpiece. I'm getting lots of good comments from it, and I'm getting good views from it. It's racking up there. But there's Mini Wargamer J is doing a series that I've spotted now, quite sporadically, to be fair. And mate, if you're watching that, love what you're doing. I'm not knocking you in any way. It's just reading through the comments, people are leaving. It's the time in between videos, people are getting unhappy with it, but you're getting 4,000 or 5,000 views on your videos as opposed to my 150 views. Is that purely because you're in America? Is it because actually you've got the big subscription base, so therefore everybody's watching the video? I don't know what it is. And I suppose what I'm asking is for any help pushing my channel. And it's a shameless plug, any help pushing my channel would be fantastic. I would love, I'm at 342 at the moment, I think by the end of June I'll have hit 500. I'm confident of that. I would be blown away if I could double that number though. If I could get to 1,000 within my first year, I think that would be a fantastic benchmark. But I don't expect to just be giving it. Oh, sorry, just knocked the table. I don't expect to just be giving it, so I've got to give you something back for it. I'm giving you the How to Play 40k series. So that's going to continue. At the end of it all, I'm going to do a full, probably be a 2-3 hour video, full battle report, but played through the eyes of a new player. So it will be me playing against, if you watch my 12 Days of Heresy, the lad who played guitar for me there, Andy's a good mate of mine. He played a couple of games of 6th edition with me, but never got bitten with it. He likes the hobby but didn't get bitten, and he's going to play a game of 7th edition with me. I'm going to try and put two armies that look very mismatched, because I'm going to try and put something of everything in the two armies. So you're going to have most types of vehicles in there, if not all types of vehicles, including flyers. You're going to have one of each unit type in there. You're going to have psychers in there. It's going to try and cover everything in a game, and we're going to roll everything off. How we put the armies together, a run through of the armies. We're then going to put the mission types in there, how night fighting works, how magic phase works, and literally go through stage by stage. You'll see us moving and the theory behind how we're moving everything. I'm going to talk him through a game of how to play it, but fully represented on the table. It might be a bit of a nightmare to do it from a camera work point of view, but I'm going to do it, guys. So that'll continue, and I'm sure that will generate subscriptions and it generates interest. And for those of you that are watching this with a view of learning to play, Farron, Mike, you guys are part of the reason I actually made the set of videos. So that's that. I'm doing my daily, weekly, monthly, however often it may be. I'm going to do a random org generator to pick a new unit. So you'll see me painting units, and you'll see showcases of me finishing them, and then you'll see the draw for the next one. That's the same as what Devil's Prodigy is doing. So again, thumbs up to you, mate. That's where I've got the idea from. So you'll see me painting my stuff. My Night Goblins, I'll do separate sets of videos on them of how I'm going about creating an army that is completely against my natural way of play, but I'll save that for a second video. But that's the Night Goblins. They're going to grow, and how I've got into fantasy, I'll probably grow videos with that. I'm going to put more tutorials in, because looking at the videos that I've put out 100 videos in 6 months, and the ones that have got more views than any others is the tutorial videos, whether it be tactics or how to make certain bases or whatever it might be. They're obviously the ones that people who don't know me are clicking, looking, and thinking, all right, cool. And it seems to be because they're nice and short, people are watching them, as opposed to a 20-minute video on how to make a static grass base. You know what I mean? So I'm going to carry on putting those ones out. I'm also going to start in the new year at my gaming club, Wardens of the North in Wigan. Anybody who's in the northwest and within reaching distance of Wigan, we play on a Thursday night. More than welcome to come and join or come down and have a look. Just hit me up for some details. I'm going to start recording battle reports. I'm going to do them, I think about an hour is about right for a battle report. Watching different people's reports. We've got short reports in the style of, say, Nick or Ace Face, people like that doing the short reports, which are great. I watch a lot of them because they are short. But I like to watch the dice rolls. So watching the blue table ones, whereas they might get a lot of rules wrong with them, they're more fun to watch. You get more involved in the game watching the dice rolls. Striking Scorpion 82 seems to have a nice balance on them. Mini Wargaming, sorry, they have again a nice balance. So I'm gonna aim to sort of take in from a lot of those, and they'll probably be about an hour long each. If I get one a month up, I'll be doing well. I'm aiming for one a week, but I don't think it'll happen. It's a lot of work goes into recording a decent battle report. I'm going to be doing them, so I'm going to be doing tutorials, I'm going to be doing battle reports, finish me How to Play 40k series, and then sort of develop on that from there with some tactics videos. What am I doing as Martin McNeil? So a good few videos ago I mentioned that I'd come out to work again. I sat down with the wife and we talked heavily about a lot of different things, and I still really want to do my shop. I think it can work. I don't think it'd be successful now as it might have been 4 or 5 years ago, because I think the hobby is trending down. Definitely the 40k side of things is trending down a little bit. But as that's going down, the other games, Drop Zone Commander, War Machine, Malifaux, they're all coming up. X-Wing, I'm getting really into X-Wing, to be fair. They're coming up, so I'm going to cover all of those. I've still got a business plan in place. I've just got to justify in my own mind, if not anybody else's, sinking 40, 50,000 pounds into a business. It's putting everything together and it's making sure that it's right. I can't just go and get a shop and open it. It's got to be the right location, the right style, size and street presence of a premises. Everything needs to be right. I can't just rush into it. If I'm going to make it work, it's going to work well. My channel's going to work with it, and that's why I'm asking and I'm pushing people. When I opened this channel in June, I think it was Nick Beer who said to me, with regards to advice, just do what I like, and if I like it, it'll come across in the videos and other people will like it. And I think he's quite right in saying that. If it was him, if it was someone else, I apologise, but it's quite right. I do what I like. I want to open the hobby centre. It's not going to be a store, it's not going to be a game store, it's going to be a hobby centre. I'm going to have everything I can possibly have in there. 10 tables minimum, 15 at a push, depending on the size of premises I get. And it's going to cover all game factions. I'm going to have full GW range in there. I've been at quite lengthy talks with GW about stocking their products and what different levels I can have. I'm going to have all the GW products there. I'm going to have plenty of other game systems, as I just mentioned, X-Wing and Drop Zone Commander and things like that. Flames of War, Bolt Action, I'm going to have stock of those. I'm then going to have all the little things that you might need. So magnets, green stuff, sculpting tools, plastic art, terrain pieces. I'm going to have all those in stock as well, so I can sell them through my web store. combining a lot together, it should work. And if I put my YouTube channel with it, I can be filming battle reports and things from the store, and I can use YouTube to advertise my business, and I can use my business to advertise my channel. The two will hopefully go hand in hand and grow. I look at what Blue Table Painting are doing, and Sean Gately doing a fantastic job over there. He's got a lot of love and he's got a lot of hate for what he does. There's a lot of people unhappy with them, but he ain't never going to please anyone. Haters are always going to hate. I think what he's doing is commendable. I don't agree with every business practice he's doing, but there's a reason he's doing them in the market he's doing, and he's doing successfully well with it. I want to replicate a certain amount of what he's doing, and I think a lot of Sean's advertising for his company comes through YouTube. It's got to. He's got tens of thousands of subscribers, and he pushes his business through it, and I think that's good, but he does it in a fun way. It's not just running an advert every couple of days, is it? It's done right. I don't think I've ever done that on a video before, just stopped and had a swig of coffee. So yeah, that's something I'm looking at, and me and Nikki, the wife, we sat talking about it. We've got another little girl due in April, April 23rd, and it's not the right time to be opening a shop. She's going to go on maternity pay, and for those of you in the UK, I'm talking obviously pounds, she will, after 6 weeks I think it is, she drops to only earning £500 per month in maternity pay. So I've got to make up the other £2,000 a month that needs to come into this house. Opening a new business and relying on paying myself that much money isn't an easy thing. So what I've done is I looked at what I've got and what I can do. I can drive a car, and I've got a car. It's a diesel car, and it's 4 doors. So I've put it on as a taxi. And in the new year, once my CRB check comes through, I'm going out as a private hire taxi driver, because I can work whatever hours I want to work with that. It will mostly be evenings or late nights, early mornings, which means that whilst I'm setting the shop up and in the initial stages of me opening the shop's only going to be open from midday till 6, 8, 9 o'clock a couple of nights a week. I'm going to have all the staff working with me as well, so I can work the shop. I can still get some work in on the taxis to pay the wages and bring the money in from there, and get sleep in between. And I will be taking days off from the shop. I will be employing staff who I can leave in charge of the stuff, so I get days off with my family, and it should balance everything round. In 12 months' time, after the shop's open, the shop won't be open till summer, I don't think, but 12 months after the shop's open, I'll see where I am, and I might not need to run the taxis anymore, but it might be worth me just keeping hold of my taxi badge and plate, because if ever I'm a bit short one week, I can top up the business doing it that way. I've also registered with casting agencies to be extras, to be an extra on. I did some zombie movie a couple of months ago that I'm an extra on, and I kind of like the idea of it, so I'm going to be, well, I am registered now with a couple of agencies, so you might see me on Coronation Street, you might see me on Hollyoaks, just sat in the background somewhere. It doesn't pay much money. You get £80-90 maybe for doing a day's work. You might be there half an hour, you might be there 12 hours. It's quite boring, but again, it pays money, and I'm flexible enough now with my time to be able to do it. So it's putting everything into perspective. As long as the family is okay, I can work on the business, and it's trying to get the two together. So again, everything works in combination, and I think if I get the store open and up and running, I would invest in some better recording equipment and be able to make better videos, and hopefully that will escalate things down that way. I suppose that's kind of just where I'm up to with things. I'd say it's been a great 6 months. I've achieved a massive amount. I've made a lot of friends in this community. Some really good friends, to be fair. I chat with quite regularly. I appreciate every single one of you that subscribe to me. I don't message everybody because I don't know how to. By the way, if you subscribe to me and you think, oh, didn't even get a thanks for the subscription, I don't know how to do it. Most of my YouTube activity is done via my phone or my tablet. The only time I use my PC is when I'm uploading videos. So there will be a way somewhere. I don't mean to be rude when I don't thank you for subscribing to me, but genuinely I am appreciative of it. And I suppose that kind of wraps it up. I can't think of too much. Oh, I'm going to try and arrange, spoke with a couple of guys, I'm going to try and arrange a day, probably early summer, just before the schools break up, I think would be more ideal. Depending on when Warhammer World reopens, try and get the YouTube community, the guys who I talk to, and even the guys that I don't talk to, just a YouTube community day at Warhammer World. It's not a tournament. I might organise some sort of silly prizes and things like that, but I'm going to put a bit of organisation into it. Those of you that are following my how to play videos, come along to it as well. It's not just for experienced players, it's going to be just a day for everybody to meet everybody. We all talk to each other via our videos, but most of us haven't met. And I remember watching the video between Nick and Ace, where Ace went to Nick's house and they had a couple of games. I thought, that's great, that we need to do something like that where we all meet up. Warhammer World seems the most appropriate location because the tables are there, the terrain's there. It's more or less middle of the country, so everybody can get there. And let's just have either a full day, or if we can, a full weekend where we'll have a drink in the night time, sort of in a hotel or whatever, and just have a crack for a weekend. It's good to put faces to names. If you're up for it, let me know in the comments or email me. It's something I'm going to start trying to work out. If I get my store up and running, then we'll have it at my store, but that means everyone's got to travel up to Liverpool, so you'll all have to watch your car keys and everything, make sure they don't get stolen. I'm only messing. But yeah, that's another idea that I've got, and again, there'll be a separate video on it. So I suppose to cap things off, what I'm asking guys is keep on doing what you're doing for me, because I enjoy it. I enjoy reading all the comments. I enjoy the banter that we all have. Whether you're in the UK or America, I suppose I can't. It's on borderline begging, I suppose, but I can't ask enough to press that share button. Whether it be on your PC and you press share, or if it's on your phone and you just press the like button, it links to what you share out. So it'll either go to Facebook or Twitter, and it sends out to Twitter, and it draws more people in. And ultimately, I want to get my subscription level up as high as I possibly can. There'll be competitions along the way. As soon as I hit 500, I've got a fantastic competition lined up for 500. Completely different to anything you'll have seen competition-wise on YouTube. But for these standard things, but a bit of fun. An interesting competition, should I say, with some decent prizes. Those of you that saw my Star Wars Hammer one know that I do some decent prizes when I can. Again, there'll be a massive one at 1,000 subs, but that's a way off in the distance, probably. But yeah, anybody that can help me out with it, anybody that can push my channel, do so. I'll push everybody else's channel as and where I can. I mention people as often as I can in my videos, and the more success my channel has, then the bigger the audience I've got, and the more I can help other channels as well. So yeah, press the buttons, and I say definitely my guys out in America and Canada, like Scary, 40k Scribe, Fritz, Warboss Tay, people like that. You've got big subscriptions out there, guys, and you're doing fantastic with it. I can't break that American market without the help of my American and Canadian friends. So if you can, guys, do us a favour and just press that share button through. I know you do most times anyway, but it's a reminder, I suppose, more than anything. But guys, drop the comments. Sorry for all the waffling, but I needed to get it all down on video. All these ideas I've got, I've probably missed a load of them. My coffee's going cold, so I must have been ranting for a while. And have a great new year. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning, the 30th. So day before New Year's Eve. 2014's been an up and down year for me. From an employment point of view, not necessarily so good. From a hobby point of view, it's been fantastic. As I say, I've made a lot of friends. From a family point of view, I got married. My little girl is beyond clever. She's just blows my mind on a daily basis. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way, because she burns me out. I'm having another little girl, so life's been great and bad, and I think that's the same for everyone. If you just focus on the negatives, you'll miss all those good bits, and they're all there. So Happy New Year to everybody who's watching. If you're watching this 6 months down the line, a belated Happy New Year. And guys, thanks for everything. I'll see you soon.